dumped him after they were together for 4 years. Now keep in mind, we're not talking about a Victoria's Secret model, we're not talking about a Sports Illustrated swimsuit model, like we're talking a normal girl. When I say why, she goes, it's because I felt as if he just wasn't ambitious enough. I go, well, what do you mean by that? And she goes, well, he went to college to get his civil engineering degree, and then he became a civil engineer, and that's it. That's what he wanted to do for the rest of his life. I go, what do you mean that's it? I go, what if that's what he wanted to do? And she goes, well, that's just what he wanted to do. I want a guy who's more ambitious. She goes, he just wanted to work his job, settle down, get married, and have kids. So the guy wanted to start a family. And I said, so you got rid of him just because he found his career path, that's what he wanted to do. That just wasn't good enough. She goes, yes.
Wait, so let me get this right. You'll let all these outside influences influence you, and you'll listen to them, and you'll take their advice, and you'll do what they say, but yet you won't listen to your person, you won't listen to your man, you won't listen to your spouse? Go get the...
I tell you why dating doesn't exist anymore, why there's no loyalty anymore, because girls have too many options. They think the grass is greener on the other side. You could be the best guy in the world. Guys, look I am the most, the most loyal, genuine gentleman ever. Like, whatever my girl wants, I will get for her, but it doesn't matter. It's never enough. It's an insatiable appetite nowadays because they always want the next best thing, or so they think there is the next best thing. It doesn't matter if you make $1 million, they're going to want a guy that makes $2 million. And it's never going to end. Some of these girls, they want to go out every weekend. They have to have the next best thing. I know girls that literally pick up extra shifts to buy expensive shoes so they can wear them for one weekend. It's stupid. You don't want that, dude. So I'm not saying to give up on dating altogether, but just know, like, expectations need to be lowered. If you don't have expectations, you will be far less disappointed in your life. Just work on you, focus on your money, and when the time is right, they will come. If you're a high-level man, you're a provider, you're independent, you're confident, you don't need to deal with this bullshit. Just wait, right? Solo dolo, and the right one will come when the time is ready. It's not right.
It all comes down to greed and insecurity, bro. It always comes down to someone wanting to feel better than someone else. That's really just the case. That's it. You just want to feel better about the other person, and how they feel that way is getting a guy who's on a better level than someone else. It's just that simple. It's very sad, honestly. Be very wary and very scared of people like that, who just want you and just want you for the idea of you to make themselves feel better about themselves. It's sad, really.
What's the roguest thing you've ever done?
My ex-boyfriend took a video of me giving a blow in the headmaster's office.
Did anyone find out?
Yeah, I went around the whole school.
Talk about how exhausting it is being involved with a man who pretends to not give.
Ladies, I don't think you understand what you're truly dealing with when you have a nonchalant, emotionless person. That man is crazy. That man has emotions. He has just learned how to control himself. And I'm going to tell it to you like this. In his past, there have been people, there have been women that have been able to get that man to act out of his body. But do you know what he has done? He has healed. He has learned himself. And he told himself that he will never let that happen again. So now this man is calm, attempts to be calm. Now this man is relaxed, and he understands all the different situations of chaos that you may try to throw in this man's face, but he knows you just hungry. He knows you just tired. He knows it's just that time of the month. So he's about to deal with it, get what you need, and move on. But you not getting that man out of his body.
Bro, guys be acting like females. They want to speak about their day, like who cares? I care about my day, not yours.
Here's the thing, guys. Whenever life hits you somewhere, make sure to be stable and stoic. Think about it, right? Why was Kobe so successful on the court? Because no matter what happened, if he was scoring 81 or if he just missed and he shot 15 air balls, he always stayed emotionally stable. That's what you got to do in a relationship as well. Make sure as a man, no matter what happens, she screams at you, she leaves you, she lies, stay emotionally stable, because that's how you're going to stay on top of your stuff.
Greatest problem that we're seeing with the whole Tate situation is an algorithmic problem. What I'm noticing is that men and women are literally seeing different Tates because of what the algorithm is pushing to them. Like, for example, when I see Andrew Tate, I see stuff about the importance of being a strong man so that you can protect others and uphold others around you. Girls I see are seeing a completely different Tate than I am. So that's creating a huge rift in between people's opinion on this one person who's a multifaceted individual, but each side is only being fed because that's what the algorithm designed to do.
See, I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know about that. I mean, it also depends on the type of women you're finding and where you're finding them. For example, if you're only going to the club and finding girls in the club, they're all really going to be about the same, right? But I guarantee you find a girl and you go to a book club, you go to like a fundraiser, something like that, it's going to be a lot different. You go to the grocery store, it's going to be a lot different. I'm telling you, it really depends on where you find people as well.
My question is this: do you text the woman every day or less often to prevent from ghosting? But hell no, you don't text that girl every day. You can't, because what's gonna happen is you don't come off as a friend. But if you only text her when you want to hang out, then she already know what time it is.
You alright, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm gonna tell you why dating is a scam. When you're nonchalant, you lose. When you're too loving, you lose. When you act like how you genuinely are, you still lose.
Brother, that's the thing. If you ever feel some type of way where you don't know, you never feel like you're never good enough, don't worry. That's why you make yourself the priority in life. That's genuinely why. You gotta understand. If you make yourself a priority, focus on yourself, improve your body, improve your money, improve your style, improve your game, improve your life, then none of this is gonna matter because you're gonna be so fulfilled with the situation of your life in general. I'm telling you, if you got your money right, if you got everything right, you'll be totally happy. You won't be worried about validating yourself with other people.
Who slept with a bunch of women would tell you that it's not fun. So far,
I think as little boys, and including myself when I was little, it's like you go out here and the way men go back and forth is like, man, you ain't doing nothing. You got like one or two. You're not out here. So as you get older, you have the mindset of, man, I got to go crazy. Like I got to have this high count. And you think that makes you more of a man. Or you even get hurt as a little boy by a girl. So now you just mad at all the women. But you're like, man, I'm about to just go crazy and do whatever I want to be reckless. But then even when you do that, you never really heal, so you still feel empty inside. And then you make all these connections because you just running it up. And you're like, man, can I even care anymore? But then you have that one moment with somebody you actually care about and you become intimate. It's like two people become one, and it's a feeling that cannot be compared to anything, right? So then now your mindset is like, what am I doing? Like sometimes as you get older, you be like, man, I'm not even about to do that because I know I'm not going to care. So then you start to be like, man, if I can have one girl hold me down, I'm going to hold her down. Now that makes you a man.
Brother, if you had have just gone for it head first and didn't back out, you would have had your answer regardless within 5 seconds. Now I feel like he's in this weird moment of like, should I do it again or should I not? She might have been just caught off guard and just got surprised by it, but now you don't know. But all I'm going to say is that push was very personal. He was fuming. I'd get out of there now.
Well, of course, he was definitely nervous and scared to do the thing, but even if you're nervous, you should still do it and do it completely with confidence. And even if you don't feel confident, fake it at least. At least try to fake the confidence and push yourself out there and tell yourself that you are the boss. Because if you go out there and you do it halfway and you don't really believe in yourself, it's not going to go very well. You got to believe in yourself and tell yourself that she's going to say yes. So I understand why he was a little hurt, of course. But next time, if you do it, if there is a next time, I suggest, be more confident next time.
You can do better. What's the sorry? I don't think you can do better.
you don't think I can do better? Oh, my name's Ethan, I'm 25. Okay. Do you like sharks? Because I've got a megalodon. Megalodon! Yeah! Bang!
It's crazy because I really don't like men that are good for me, but as soon as you bring a little, I'm gonna ignore you, I'm gonna give you a little trauma, I'm gonna give you a little sprinkle of I'm here and then I'm not, I'm in love with you. And that's so backwards.
Okay, first of all, this young lady is talking about men that she's actually interested in. If you're a man that she's not attracted to, it wouldn't matter if you treat her the way that she said in the video.
My question is, I wonder why it's like that. Like, why are a lot of girls wired that way to like it when you don't like them? Like, I don't understand why God made them this way. It's very interesting. I feel like it's partly the reason why is because this is just showing that God wired them to be attracted to men who are on their purpose so that the world continues to grow and the whole society gets better. That's my theory, because logically it wouldn't make any sense, but you see this happen so many times. It has to be how a lot of them are wired.
Does size matter?
Yeah.
Why?
Because you can't mix a stew with a teaspoon.
What's your ideal size?
Like 8.
8? You want a whole ass elephant? So what if it's less than 8?
Just as long as it's not like tiny.
What is tiny to you?
4.
4?
Maybe 3.
What if they had 3 but they had money?
That adds at least 4 inches.
What? This shit look bussin'. You cook?
Doesn't it? Yes. What do you mean? I always cook.
No, you don't.
I always cook. You never ask. Maybe if you put a ring on my finger, I would cook more food for you.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen, but I'll eat this. Babe.
Two types of people in this world. There's those who are mentally tough and those who are not. And the ones who are mentally tough, they have the mindset that if shit gets tough, if this gets hard, and I know it will get hard, I'm not gonna quit. I'm not going to quit no matter what, because I'm going to keep pushing. I'm going to keep fighting. And if I get knocked down, I'm going to get back up and I'm going to keep swinging. I'm staying in the fight until I finish the fight. Now, they may not come in first. They may not come in second, but they're going to finish. And the reason that is because they have something to prove to themselves. They have to prove that they can do this, that they can accomplish this, and they're not going to let themselves down. And they also don't allow fear to stop them from taking action. Those who are not mentally tough, on the other hand, at the first sign of toughness, at the first sign of something getting hard, they quit because they're uncomfortable. They don't like being uncomfortable. They'd rather crawl back into their little comfort zone or their box and stay there where it's nice and warm and nice and cozy.
These are 5 signs of a high-value male. Ladies, look for this in a partner.
This young lady is spitting facts, but let me add on to what she was saying. There's a few key components to crafting a high-value man. The first and foremost is purpose over pleasure. A high-value man places purpose at the top of his value hierarchy. Nothing will replace it. Usually he is dead set on his goals. He will focus on that. Everything else is subsidiary. And although women claim to want a high-value man with purpose, it actually may deter them in choosing that partner, because oftentimes that man will choose his purpose over spending time with his family. A high-value man does not necessarily have the time to spend all day hanging around, going out with his girl, taking care of his children. He'll be there when he needs to be there. But oftentimes he'll be out on the field, hunting, making money, chasing his goals and ambitions. But make no mistake about it, even though women will complain about this, their wives will complain, he doesn't spend enough time with me, he doesn't care about me, I only get to see him so often. They secretly desire this. And when a man spends too much time with his woman and not enough time chasing his purpose, she will begin to resent him. Another key indicator of a high-value man is their presence inspires motivation. They're generally positive and speak optimistically about the future. They talk about grander visions, and everything that they say inspires motivation into other men. You do not often see this man complaining or talking about his feelings, because feelings are irrelevant to this man. He is simply about action. The most powerful men in history or on the planet did not indulge in their feelings ever. They were completely stoic, and some of them dismissed their feelings completely. Although feelings are appropriate to a human condition, they're not necessary for success.